Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Anthony, and as promised, we are finally getting to 2018 New York Comic Con Part 4. So we have, I believe, 16 different items to talk about. So I'm going to do this video a little different because I don't want to make it a 20-minute video. So what we have is Funko Shop, Barnes & Nobles, BOXLUNCH, and Target. So we're going to cover all of those. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to do 4 slides. So the first slide I'm just going to throw all of them from Funko Shop. Then the second slide I'm going to throw all of them up for Barnes & Noble. Then the third one will be Target. Then the fourth one will be BOXLUNCH. So that's just how I'm going to do them. It's just a lot easier. That way you guys can take a look at all of them at the same time as I'm talking about them. So that way we don't have a super long video doing one at a time. So I kind of want to throw these out there so you can kind of get them quicker. So I want to try to mix things up and do something a little different for you guys, so you don't have to sit there and watch a whole 20-minute video. So let's get right into it. So this is the entire collection from funkoshop.com or shopfunko.com. Again, these are coming out on October the 4th. So October the 3rd at midnight. That's when you need to have your game plan put into place on where you're going to buy which items online, because some of these are only sold online. When I say some of these, I'm talking New York Comic Con total. Some of these you can only get online like Entertainment Earth, obviously Amazon, stuff like that. The other ones you can definitely plan for in stores. So definitely get your planning ahead. Now that that's out of the way, these are dropping on the 4th. So let's take a look at them. First we have Jabberjaw. And I'm just going to kind of bounce around the screen. So Jabberjaw there, he's the shark, number 435. He looks cool. I do want him a lot. I really, really want him. He's definitely one I'm going to do my best to pick up in this collection. I think he looks cool. I've always been fascinated with sharks. Obviously this is a cartoon version of one. But I was actually able to, just a small story, I was able to swim with sharks and stingrays in the Dominican Republic. And you were there to pet the stingrays, and you weren't, not that they're dangerous because they wouldn't let you in the water, right? I mean, we're in the ocean out there, so, but they had this little part of it blocked off. And it took us probably, I don't know, 30 minutes to get out there. And, we were snorkeling, and they had this certain part that was, I don't know how deep it was, but it was kind of blocked off. It was all netted, and you have stingrays, and I don't remember the type of shark that was there, but I ended up swimming down deep. When I say deep, like 9-10 feet deep, and I was petting a shark, and they were saying don't pet the sharks, but I went ahead and petted one anyway. So I don't know, I'm just not, I mean, it was cool. Let me tell you, it was amazing. I went back up and I told them what I did, and they're like, why are you doing that? You're crazy. So anyways, I love sharks. So Jabberjaw is one that I definitely want to pick up. Then we have Baba Louie. This is, Funko does a lot of the, well, he's from Quick Draw, McGraw. And they do a lot of the Hanna-Barbera, those type of Funko Pops are always going to drop at Funko Shop, because that's, kind of how they started in some format. But here you have this, you have Baba Louie, who is from Quick Draw McGraw, and he's really cool too. I don't know if I'm going to get him or not yet. I haven't decided. He's one of them that I'm on the fence about, just because of, the money situation, where to spend your money, but he definitely looks cool. And if you're a fan of him, definitely pick that one up. Then, of course, we have the Scott Pilgrim 2-pack of the, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Katayagi twins from Scott Pilgrim. This one, I think, looks amazing. It's not for me because I don't watch Scott Pilgrim, so I'm going to pass on this one, but I do think he looks cool. He's just not, he's not what I'm looking for as far as, there's no wow factor there. I think they look great, but there's nothing that makes me think, like, I'd rather give up another item and I must have this one. So But then again, if you're a fan of Scott Pilgrim, then that's the one you want to get, right? So, just personal opinion. Then we have Hanna-Barbera, Huckleberry, Hound, and Snagglepuss. And, this is one I might pick up because I really, I really like these two characters. So I'm going to definitely try to get this one. I do collect the vinyl. Not all vinyl, just because it's vinyl doesn't mean I'm going to get it. But this one I do want to pick up for sure. I'm going to do my best to try to get him. Yeah, they just look really cool. I mean, really, really cool. And then we have Margot Tenenbaum from the Royal Tenenbaums. This one I definitely want to get. Definitely want to get this one. So hopefully I get a chance to pick her up before she's sold out. But I collect rock candy and I definitely want her. So hopefully I get a chance to get her because I think she looks cool. And yeah, I mean, anytime they do a rock candy, it always piques my interest because that's one of the Funko brands I really enjoy buying. So last but not least, we have Dum Dum. And again, I'm flipping around all over the screen, guys. So we have Dum Dum here from Touche Turtle and Dum Dum and number 435. I'm not picking this one up either. I do think he looks great. Funko did a good job on him, but it's just one of those that I can't relate to. And so it's not, it's nothing wrong with it. It's not for me. So it's not really in my genre of what I collect, but he is definitely pretty cool. So that wraps up all of FunkoShop.com. So the next one I want to get into is Barnes & Noble. And here we have, there's a lot of different ones here that I want to get. And last on the Summer Comic Con, Barnes & Noble's really messed up. They were missing, well, Funko messed up because they didn't ship Barnes & Noble their entire stock. But anyhow, I want to get into, I like Supergirl, so let's talk about Supergirl. This is one I'm definitely picking up. And very similar to Spider-Woman, just another female character that I just love. And I'm definitely grabbing Supergirl. She looks cool here. And I'm not sure if you watch the show, but I'm a big fan of the show. And I think she looks great. I mean, they have her posted up on that little stand, so she's flying in the box, which looks really cool. And so obviously that's one I want to pick up. And then we have Hermione. Now this one, obviously Harry Potter, right? I actually have the mystery mini of I'm sure a lot of you do. I have the mystery mini of Hermione sitting down in the chair like this with their hat on. And I never thought they would make it into a Funko Pop, but I'm glad they did. And so I'm definitely, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, Harry Potter fan, so I'm definitely grabbing, Hermione. She looks great there. And pretty excited to get her. And then we have the Game of Thrones 3-pack. These are everyone that's involved with the creation of Game of Thrones. And so we covered this one in the Game of Thrones series that I did. But this is just the 3-pack of, the 3 members that are involved in the creation, directing, and all that stuff of Game of Thrones. So this one I do want. I actually do want to pick this one up, so I'm hoping it's available. But yeah, this one's really cool. It's called The Creators, obviously, and you got the 3 members there. And yeah, I want to get this one. So it's definitely one on my list. Then we have the Budabi Brothers from SNL 2-pack. This is one I'm going to have to pass on. I'm just, there's a couple SNL ones that I'm willing to collect. But this is not one of them. And nothing wrong with them. It's just not my real genre, not my style, not really what I go after when I think of Funko Pop. So I think it's great that they create this because there's definitely an audience for that. There's an audience for all of these, but some of them are for you and some of them aren't. And this is one that isn't for me, but I do think they look cool. I do love the suits. I do love the color choices and the little difference. They're twins, right? But you got one with his hair a little bit different than the other one, so it's like, hey, we're twins, but we're still different in some way. So, and then of course, wrapping up the Game of Thrones, we have Beric, and I'm probably going to pronounce this one wrong too, Donarian, and he looks phenomenal. And of course, we covered him in the Game of Thrones as well. I love the flaming sword, friggin' great. So I want to get this one. He just looks awesome. God, I remember this scene so bad. I remember this scene so much too. And they got the White Walkers there and stuff. It's just a great Funko Pop. I love the eye patch, the bandage or the eye patch, whatever you want to call it, the scarring on his head, the, you know, obviously his outfit, and then obviously the flaming sword looks just out of this world. So he's one I'm definitely picking up. So that wraps up the Barnes and Noble. So now I want to get into Target. So here we have the vinyl 2-pack of Coming to America. This is one I'm definitely going to try my best to get, because not only did I love the movie, but I'm glad they're finally doing stuff for Coming to America. I think it's long overdue. And you got Prince Akeem and Randy Watson, so this one I definitely want to get. It's going to be a part of my collection for sure. And I don't see myself having any problem picking this one up. Why? Not because it's Target, but because a lot of people, for whatever reason, to each their own, like I said, but not a lot of people collect vinyl. I do. So I'm not collecting everyone, but I'm definitely collecting the majority of them. And just like Dorbs, they're not super popular like Funko Pop is, but the Funko vinyl line is great. I love it. So I'm definitely picking that one up. And then we have something Funko's never done, which is a 2-pack rock candy of the Grady twins with blood dripping down in the center. So I think just because they're bloody, this is going to catch attention. And people that don't normally collect rock candy like I do, I'm an avid collector of rock candy and vinyl. And so I think this one is going to catch a lot of attention of a lot of collectors that normally wouldn't buy rock candy, that they would probably buy this one. Just because it is the Grady twins and just because they're bloody. And there's just something about gore in horror and all that stuff that attracts a specific audience to Funko, which is amazing. And they've never done a 2-pack rock candy, so that they're giving this one, you know, to the Grady twins is phenomenal from The Shining. So I actually have their 2-pack Funko Pop, the Grady twins, it's a Target exclusive. So this one's really cool. I'm definitely picking that one up. And then of course we round it off here with Gearhead from Rick and Morty. I will say this, you've probably heard me say this many times if you watch my channel, that they make way too many Rick and Morty Funko Pops, and I think I think it's in overkill mode right now. I mean, it's just, we're being flooded with Rick and Morty. Nothing wrong with it, like the show. I think it's friggin' hilarious. It's a great show. It's just Funko's going crazy. So if you're a Rick and Morty fan and you don't mind that, then definitely pick up Gearhead. I'm going to skip Gearhead only because I do collect. I have a lot of Rick and Morty stuff, but guys, they just make too many of them. There's just way too many out there. So I'm skipping him, but I do think he looks great. I love the gears around his mouth and his chest. You know, looks like a robot. I mean, he just looks phenomenal. Funko did a great job. I love the color choices. I like the unibrow here. I mean, he looks great. But as great as he looks, again, he's just not for me. So last but not least, I'm going to throw out BOXLUNCH. And just as a reminder, as you're looking at the ones here from BOXLUNCH, these are dropping October 4th. So make sure that you have your game plan set up to get these. Because this is another one, like, I don't have a BOXLUNCH. I do, like, an hour and a half away. So obviously I'm going to try to get this one online. So we have, from Rushmore, we have the vinyl 2-pack of Mart and Herman, and they look pretty awesome. Now again, I don't watch Rushmore, so this is one I'm not going to be buying from them. And this year they only get, as you can see, they're only getting 2. And then they have the Pop Rides from Toy Story, the Pizza Planet truck. I love Toy Story so much, but I don't plan on picking this one up either. So I'm not going to be getting anything from BOXLUNCH this exclusive. But those are the 2 from Target. I'm sorry, from BOXLUNCH. These are from BOXLUNCH, and yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of any of these, definitely pick them up. Um, you know, I'd rather save my money and buy it on something else that I really, really want, or I feel like I really, really need. And so, you know, to each their own, like I said. So that wraps up the video. Little 15.5 minute video. So try to get through these as much as possible, guys, and giving a little story on some of them. But thanks for watching. Funko hasn't released any more information of any extra Funko Pops besides the ones I've showed you. So if there's other stuff out there that drops, I might have to do another video. But as of right now, I think this is it. Um, there is a couple things I didn't talk about. I think there's a Dorbs I didn't throw in there, and then there's a cereal from FunkoShop.com that's being dropped too that I didn't throw in there, um, just because I don't really talk too much about the cereals and stuff like that. So, but that wraps up the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like it. Please let me know in the comments below which one are you most excited to pick up. For me, it's going to be Barnes and Noble. Beric from Game of Thrones, Supergirl, Hermione, and the Creator Game of Thrones 3-pack. I'm just looking at my list here. Coming to America from Target, Grady Twins Rock Candy. I mean, double pack of that one's pretty awesome. And then from Funko Shop, just Jabberjaw really, and Margot Robbie. Sorry, Margot Tenenbaum Rock Candy. So those are the ones that I'm really on this list that I'm looking forward to getting. So that wraps up the video. As always, please be kind to one another. I hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday. We're on our hump day, as we call it here in the United States. So hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday. I have to get my butt to work. I'll talk to you guys next time. I got more content coming. Funko's dropping new Funko Pops in the middle of all this stuff and after this stuff. So I'll be doing some more videos real soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Please take care. I love the support. And if you haven't entered, please make sure you enter the giveaway for the Stranger Things. And you can check that video out as well. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.